Hey, yo, we got some equal rights content.
Boy, which one of y'all started complaining about the women going to the men's restroom? This is crazy work. Got us in line because y'all feel some type of way. Equal rights.
Ma'am, ma'am, what? Why would it be okay for ladies to go into the men's room? Why? Let's not get it twisted. In the past, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I used to see it all the time. I don't know how many times there would be two lines, and the girls' lines be long as hell. Like, y'all just don't go in there and handle business. Y'all have whole staff meetings in there, dress rehearsals, reapplying of makeup, and photo shoots. Us guys, we go in there, we relieve ourselves, we wash our hands, and we get the hell out. We get back to what we need to do. That's why our shit goes so quick. But you want to complain that some guy sat there and said, hey, there's girls in the guys' restroom, could you get them out? That's the appropriate thing to do, because we're not back in the day, madam. We're in 2025, and needless to say, I ain't trying to catch no case. Now let's say that no one said anything. No one said a darn thing. And you ladies just willy-nilly went in there with the guys. Okay, cool, no problem. Most guys would be like, hey, yo, this is a chick in here. Whatever, I'm gonna handle business. But all it's gonna take is one of you girls feeling some type of way to say something about a guy about what he did or did not do.
Oh my God. So I was at such and such establishments today, and I was in the restroom, and when I got done doing my business, I came out and there was a guy there, and I could see his pecker.
You were in the guy's restroom.
Oh my God, when I was in the restroom today, I went in to go get some feminine products from there, and they didn't have it. How about they sit there and accommodate us ladies?
They did. In the women's restroom. You were in the guy's restroom.
Oh my God, there was such a creep in the restroom. He was just staring at me. Girl, what? There was a guy in the girls' restroom?
Exactly. You were in the guy's restroom. You probably turned around after handling business like, yo, what are you doing in here? What are you doing in here? Kudos to the guy who made that phone call, who told that establishment, because, hey, let's be honest, ain't no guy trying to get caught up in some BS with some girl who ain't feeling herself that day and feeling some type of way. Ain't no establishment trying to get caught up in a lawsuit because of this either. So yeah, no, you can't come into a guy's restroom. I'm sorry, ladies. Stay in yours. We're gonna stay in ours. Because you're not gonna let a guy come into your restroom, are you? No, because it's weird, right? Maybe even creepy. The same could be said to you ladies trying to go into a male's restroom. Just saying.
Yeah, he kind of nailed it. Oh my goodness. Some of the comments. No grown woman needs to go in a men's bathroom. No man needs to go in a woman's bathroom unless it's medically emergency. Fear. How about the one where they were recording in the guy's restroom? Right? It's like, what about men's rights? They were filming in the men's room. That's what ruined it for them. They do this in concerts still. Yep, they do. And it's not right. Men's restrooms have both stalls and urinals. You have more facilities. What? But it's the men's room. And we don't have more stuff. We have less stalls than y'all. And we have urinals. But as far as I know, we got about the same amount of toilets. Places do your business. Staff meetings. I saw 3 women get kicked out of the same stall at one concert once. 3 women doing one concert. You're absolutely correct. What's wild is her recording, because these men are like, nope, not today. And he is, to go back to what he was saying, it's like, yeah, all it takes is for one woman to feel a certain way about something, and then a man has to go through a whole bunch of bull, and that's kind of the way it is in all society. So it's like, excuse men for trying to protect themselves.
Never put my hands on a lady. Thankfully, I got somebody who will.
Randy Orton's Piper.
But when we'll start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have force and against the Savior. It's enough when you lost the hate. I have a force and has the knowledge and the power to be great.
I would never put my...
This is kind of funny. Like Jessica says, she wouldn't be the first lady to be on the end of an RKO. Yeah, he was, he had them, bisexual hands that go both ways. This shouldn't be real. Come on, it's entertainment. Wrestling is a bunch of athletes put on a show. You know, it's like a men's soap opera. It's always how I kind of referred to it. You know, but this should have been. Oops, I thought I said it shouldn't even be real. Shame on me. But, you know, a lot of women would say that. How could you do this? It's like, you know what? Stop thinking you're above men and thinking you can step up to a man like a man. Because if you step up to a man like you're a man, you should be treated like a man. Plain and simple.
If you was to Google, why is my wife yelling at me? It's going to say... It's gonna say you're not catering to her feelings.
Yeah, it's like
you don't care about her. You're not listening to her.
Yeah.
If you Google why is my husband yelling at me, you know what it says? It puts the abuse hotline number down there. You know, this is a fucked up place that we live in, bro.
It's so many, bro. This world is full of so many contradictions. Some stuff is better for women. Some stuff is better for men. You just got to take what you get, bro.
A lot of people be trying to preach that equality shit. It's like the only time they want to be equal is when it comes down to work.
Yeah,
like
or money.
They want money. Like they just want the money. You know what I'm saying? But it's like nothing is really equal.
Nothing, bro. Nothing is equal. Bro.
I'm not saying like honestly being real outside of like business.
Yeah,
like running a business, office work, medical field. Law field, those are like the big bucks.
Yeah.
But outside of that, you don't really see too many women complaining about equal. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, what about the women that's building shit? Like the women in construction. You know, not a lot of women are lining up around the corner to, you know, go fucking be a construction worker or work on a grid or, you know what I'm saying? You know, be a plumber. Let's say you had a woman plumber. If you was to Google.
Yeah, they're right. They're right about all of it, except, I don't know. One dude was like, there are advantages to being a man and a woman. Yeah, I haven't really seen too many advantages of being a man. You know, you're expected to do all sorts of stuff. Society has expectations on us. If you don't, you're a loser. If you're not in good shape, you're a loser. If you live with your parents, you're a loser. If you don't own your own place, you're a loser. If you don't make a certain amount of money, you're a loser. If you know, I haven't seen any advantage. You know, if y'all can think of advantages of being a man, like real advantages, you know, please let me know in the comments. What are some of the advantages of being a man? Because I'd like to know, because I don't see very many of them. You know, the only advantage I'd be able to actually say is if someone hits me, if a guy hits me, I have a better chance of fighting back. But that's about it. Let's take a look at the comments. Solicit opinions. Talk more to women. The answer to your question is usually a hostile work environment. Women actually make better plumbers and mechanics because of the hand size and attention to detail. That's not true. And women don't want to do those things, and they're not hostile work environments. It's just a work environment. Women came into it and started saying, it's hostile. How many times in the past did men complain about hostile work environments, even though they really were? They really were hostile work environments where people were being bullied and all sorts of nasty stuff at work. And then women come in. It's like, no, we want equality, but now you have to play by our rules. You have to be nice. You have to give me the same opportunity as this guy. You know, whether he works more or less than me, I don't care. You need to treat me, you know, it's like, it's just, the expectation is insane. To be truly equal means not to classify who's better than who by gender, but just skills alone. If we can't do that, then we are never truly about equality. And that's the thing. We're never going to be about equality because we're not equal. But, you know, women want equality, and then now men are giving it to them, and now they're wondering why they can't get a man to take care of everything. You know, most women at least. You know, most women are still wanting that man to come rescue them, some fairy tale, you know, Disney movie or something. It's like, come on. Look at this. We have our own brand of couples therapy here. Now, this isn't couples therapy.
Come in on that jab hard.
That's
how you got to close the distance.
Dude, you have to stand there and pretend that you're trying and let the woman take out her aggression on you. Look at him. He's not even...
Hands up, Lauren.
He's like touching.
Hands up.
That kid had a tiny bit on it. But look at all of his punches and kicks. They're all just like, I'm touching you. I'm going to touch you
turn away,
with my fist. I'm going to touch you with this fist. And then look at when she is swinging. She walked into that one. That was why it was so hard. But look at her. She's sitting there like swinging hard. Look at that. She's like, ugh.
Come in on that jab hard.
Yeah, this isn't equality.
That's how you got to close the distance.
And this isn't therapy. If it was real, you know, he'd be allowed to take his aggression out on her the way she's taking her aggression out. Let him go out there and go full strength against her. She'd be a puddle on the floor.
So you'll fight for equality if said equality benefits women, but not if it doesn't. Not if it doesn't.
Yeah.
So take, for example, the right to vote. Women, for a period of time, I mean, it's a very small period of time when we're looking at it, but for a period of time, men had the right to vote, women didn't. And well, the reason why that is because men had responsibilities. Chiefly, in order for you to be able to vote as a man, you had to be subject to military conscription. Women never had that responsibility. But
they never had that option. Not responsibility.
That's a privilege.
They never had the option.
That's a privilege to not go to the Argonne forest in France in 1917 and go get chemical gas by the Germans. That's a privilege. So you'll fight for equality if...
Yeah. He is definitely right. And I like this argument about women voting. You know, if women have the right to vote, what is their duty for that vote? Men's duty to be able to vote is selective service. I signed up for it. I had to. It's the law. So why is it that women don't have to do that? Or if women don't have to do that, why do men still have to do it? No. Make up your mind. Equal or not, just make up your mind.
Women.
This up-and-coming Muay Thai female fighter bravely challenged her less experienced male sparring partner to a match. However, the tables turned drastically as the male fighter showcased dominance and control.
Yeah, look, he's not even swinging hard. He's trying not to hurt her. That's what a lot of women don't realize. When men spar with women, they're trying not to hurt them.
in a sparring session between this guy and a woman. Despite his restraint, he managed to school her and teach a lesson or two about challenging him in a sparring match.
I've seen this one before. Oh my, how was she delusional enough to think she had a chance against him?
In this
Women.
I wouldn't even have done that. It's just insane. This is a little, yeah, that first one is just a little out there. But yeah, all the guys, they weren't even trying. Especially that last guy. That last guy, no, he was not even trying at all. Like, I would not want to go in a ring against that guy. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in a street fight against that guy. I wouldn't want to be any physical confrontation with that dude. That dude was huge. That would just be stupid to try and challenge him. But hey, you know, that's how delusional she was. Alright, now let's get me up for the day. Let me know what you thought below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Just let me know in the comments what you think. You know, you believe in equal fights, equal rights, equal lefts. You think, no, keep your hands to yourself, everybody. Which, you know, I think is the best way. Don't step up to a man. You know, whether you're a man or a woman, don't step up to another man unless you're looking for a fight. Alright, I will see y'all next time.